Hi everyone, it's Catherine Bernard. Welcome to dōTERRA. If you're listening to or watching this video, I assume that you have gotten your oils and you are wondering, now what do I do? Just want to make a quick little how-to video and let you know that the more things that you try and the more times that you go to your oils, the more successful you will be in figuring out how to use them and what works best for you. The first thing I want you to do is take them out of the box and label them using the cute little labels that dōTERRA provides you. Put the label on top of the bottle. That will make it much easier to locate your oil and keep track of them. So go ahead and label your bottles. The oils in the Family Essentials kit are lemon, lavender, peppermint, On Guard, oregano, melaleuca, frankincense, breathe, deep blue, and digest zen. These are the top 10 oils, and these are the oils that we're going to be focusing on over the next 20 to 30 minutes. As you know, there are a couple of ways to use essential oils. Aromatic is the first one. A essential oil can be diffused or inhaled directly for a stimulating experience. You can use them to improve mood, purify the air, get rid of unwanted odors. There are a number of different diffuser recipes out there. There is no right or wrong way to diffuse. Just is very much personal preference on what you like and what scent you like and what you're trying to accomplish. Some of the things that you can use diffusing for is optimal sleep, promoting a high-functioning work environment. A lot of people use diffusers at work. Reducing food cravings, purifying the air, providing a comfort to children or pets, supporting your immune system, helping you be studied and focused, quiet time during maybe yoga or stretching, supporting a healthy respiratory system. It's also a chemical-free air freshener, and lots of people use diffusing for motivation. So certain blends are uplifting and motivating to people. So there are two diffusers that we recommend. You can get both of them on Amazon, and I will post the links to those. One is a smaller one with I think 250 milliliter reservoir, and the other one is a 1,000 milliliter reservoir, so it's a little bit bigger. I would make sure that you have a diffuser because that will be incredibly useful. And what you will find if you start using your oils and diffusing them is that you will want a diffuser in every room. So I started with one, and now each of my kids has one in their bedroom, and I have one in my bedroom and in our main living space. And then we have one in my office. So we have a bunch of diffusers. Typically only 4 to 6 drops is plenty in a small diffuser, and then that large 1,000 milliliter one, you'll want to triple the number of drops that you're putting in it for the bigger reservoir. A couple of things you could diffuse in the morning as kind of a wake-up, motivating kind of thing. During study time, I know I was diffusing lavender and wild orange during finals week for my high schooler. And then, of course, at night for better sleep, or during this cold and flu season, if someone has a cough or they're fighting off something, you can diffuse oils that way. The Hooray for Oils VIP page has a lot of recipes available, and so you can click on diffusing as the topic and scroll through those and see what you like. And what I'm still doing is I'm experimenting with various types of blends. Tonight I was diffusing lemon and breathe, and that was really fresh and clean, and I really liked it. So you really can't go wrong experimenting with the oils. So check on the Hooray for Oils VIP page for a lot of unique recipes for diffusing. And then there's also a bunch of recipes for using the top 10 oils that you see here. And there is an energy blend and one for tummy troubles and focus, sleep, immunity. So these are all blends that will be available with the oils that you have right now. So lots and lots of uses. The second way to use oils is topically. They're easily absorbed by the skin, and they can be safely applied topically by themselves or with other oils or carrier oils. The carrier oil that I recommend is fractionated coconut oil, and you can buy it from dōTERRA. You can also buy it from any health food store. Just make sure that it is fractionated coconut oil and not just regular coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil helps increase essential oil distribution. It leaves your skin feeling smooth and soft. I actually use fractionated coconut oil rollers on my face, and I have had no issues with breakouts or anything like that. So it is very, very light. It does not stain your clothes. It doesn't leave any greasy feeling. It's amazing. So make sure that you have fractionated coconut oil on hand. And the way that I like to use oils topically is by making roller bottles. They're safe, they're portable, they're easy. The oils are then diluted with fractionated coconut oil, which makes them absorb better and also last longer. So getting the most for your money. So if you've recently joined my team, I am giving everybody a handful, like 4 or 5 roller bottles already filled with fractionated coconut oil so that you can make your own roller bottles depending on what types of things you want to do with them. And all you have to do is add the oils and then label them. So I typically label my roller bottles with the tags of what is in them. So if it's lemon, lavender, and peppermint, I'll pull those little round stickers, pull lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and stick it along the side of the bottle so that I know what is in it. The rule of thumb for dilution is 20 drops of oil in a 10 milliliter roller or 10 drops of oil in a 5 milliliter roller. So if you're just diluting, say On Guard, you would just do 20 drops in a 10 milliliter bottle. If you're doing On Guard and Breathe, you would do 10 drops of each. So you just make sure that the total drops is 20 drops. Some ideas for roller bottles are immunity, headache, zen, sleep calming. Sometimes you may just want to make a roller bottle of just one single oil. For example, frankincense. Make a roller bottle of frankincense. I use that on my skin. I use it for muscle aches and pains and things like that. So again, the Hooray for Oils VIP page has a bunch of recipes for our most favorite roller bottles, and it tells you exactly what you need, how many drops of each oil to put in, and then top it with fractionated coconut oil. You can refill the bottles, reuse them. They're fantastic. I really believe that that is one of the best ways to get a lot of miles out of your oils. You should roll them on your feet. That's the most ideal place, and that is because your feet have the most pores, so the oils can be quickly absorbed and get to where they need to go quickly. You could do them on your head. I kind of say to people, if you have a sore throat, go ahead and roll the bottle, roll the oil right on the outside of your throat. If your elbow is hurting, roll the oil right on your elbow. Neck, temples, wrists, those types of areas are pretty common for places to roll. And how frequently, for example, right now our routine is to roll immunity, which is just On Guard, on the bottoms of our feet every night to protect us from getting sick. If you are sick, you should roll it more frequently, every 20 to 30 minutes, every couple of hours, whatever you're able to do. But you really can't overdose on the oils. So the more consistently you're using them, the better results you will have. The other thing we're doing as part of our routine is we're taking 2 of the beadlets. In your kit came peppermint and On Guard beadlets, and these things are fantastic. So the beadlets have 1/4 drop of oil in each of them, and I'm giving them to my kids 2 in the morning before they go to school, and sometimes for my daughter I'll give her 2 before she goes to practice because she's in a gymnastics gym full of germs. So that is just giving you sort of an extra layer of protection. They are fantastic. The peppermint beads you can use to open your lungs up a little bit. People use them before they do sports or exercise. As a breath mint, they're great. And also as to help with colds and coughs and things like that. So the beadlets are fantastic. And speaking of taking beadlets and taking oils, the third way to use oils is internally. So essential oils can be used internally to support a variety of health benefits. Lots of times it could be as a dietary supplement. You can put them in a veggie cap, or you can add them to water. You can put a couple of drops under your tongue. They are used often to boost immunity or to help support symptoms of cough and cold, to tame an upset stomach, as a natural antibiotic. Oregano oil in particular is really good as a natural antibiotic. So later on I will show you exactly how to make an empty gel cap and fill it up. What you want to note, however, is you do not want to use fractionated coconut oil. You want to use olive oil if you're going to put an oil in there in addition to your oils. And 1 to 2 drops of oils is plenty to do internally. They are extremely potent, and a little goes a long way. So usually start with 1 to 2 drops, and that should be sufficient. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about each of the oils. This is by no means a complete list of uses. I just want to give you an idea of where to start with each of them. So there is a document that I can post and email to you that just has these in kind of a Word document format. There's about 7 or 8 items that you can use each of these oils for as kind of a jumping off point for you. So let's start with lavender. Most people know lavender as the calming oil, and that it is. However, it is incredibly useful in other ways too. So one of the best ways people use lavender is for sleep. You can diffuse it, you can rub it on your feet, you can put it on your pillow, make a spray bottle, spray it on your sheets. 1 drop on your pillow goes a long way. The other thing that lavender is amazing for is burns. If you have a burn, put lavender straight on the burn. It will take that sting away, and it will help your skin heal in an incredibly fast amount of time. I got a leash burn from my dog, and it healed overnight with lavender oil. So it is really, really amazing. I use lavender oil in my skincare. You can use it as an aftershave. If you get a blister, my daughter gets these blisters on her wrist from gymnastics. We put lavender oil on them. It's kind of has some antiseptic properties. It's just amazing. All of the different uses for lavender. Let's talk a little bit about lemon. In addition to being fantastic smelling oil, lemon has great properties for cleaning. And you can use lemon oil to get rid of sticky stuff like on the side of a sticker residue or a permanent marker. It gets gum out of hair. It really perks you up. So like put a drop of lemon oil in your palm and inhale it to kind of wake you up, wake up your senses, put you in a good mood. You can, anytime that you're cooking with lemon juice, you can substitute lemon oil like salmon or lemon meringue pie or lemon zest. Lemon oil, add it to tea with your honey. I put a drop in my water for detoxing purposes. It's just a really great useful oil. And people have used it on their furniture polish. I put a drop in my wood floor cleaner the other day. Just to spruce it up. I put a drop or 2 in my dishwasher pretty frequently to kind of help it clean better and smell better, to be perfectly honest. So lemon oil, awesome stuff. Next, let's talk peppermint. Peppermint is also very popular oil. We love to diffuse peppermint. We use it for headaches. We use it for stomach aches. We use it for mood, increasing your productivity. You can put it to help keep spiders away, actually. Put it on a cotton ball and put it near where you had seen spiders, and they do not like peppermint oil, so that's a safe way to manage insects. Fever reducing in a roller ball to relieve fever symptoms. It is add it to lavender and apply it to your neck for head tension, headaches, that kind of thing. It's very calming, but it's also uplifting. So peppermint oil is awesome. Lately I've started putting it in my coffee, or my husband started putting it in his coffee, and I've started putting it in my hot chocolate, just 1 drop, and it's fantastic. So much better than like the Starbucks peppermint syrup. So much better for you too. So Let's see, Melaleuca. Let's talk about Melaleuca, also known as tea tree. Melaleuca is a antiseptic type oil. You can use it for, say, razor burns, anything with your skin, rashes. I had a kind of like an ingrown hair boil type thing starting. I put a drop of Melaleuca on it and it was gone overnight. It was fantastic. Scrapes, little cuts, things like that. It's really great for kind of like, an alternate to Neosporin. If you have kids that have yucky toenails, or they are showering or swimming in public or that kind of thing, you can rub a couple drops of Melaleuca on their feet to kind of keep their feet healthy. Spray it on your mattress when you're changing the sheets. It does also help build immunity, so you can put it on the bottoms of your feet or combine it with On Guard. So lots of really great uses for Melaleuca oil, tea tree oil. It's also really great if you happen to have an outbreak of lice or anybody around you has lice. If you add a drop to your shampoo, kind of keeps your scalp healthy, which is fantastic for those of us with kiddos. Okay, doTERRA Digest Zen. Let's talk about Digest Zen. This is the tummy oil. It is basically, you can use it anytime you have an upset stomach, indigestion, say you've eaten too much, something didn't agree with you. If you have sort of a dairy sensitivity, you can rub it on the outside of your stomach. You can also ingest it when you've had, too much to eat. Motion sickness, it's fabulous for long road trips. Roll it on the stomach area for relief of car sickness. Anything that has to do with motion and queasy stomachs, Digest Zen is great for. I've also recently learned that people are using it on their sinuses to relieve sinus pressure and congestion. So, and also taking it internally for mucus buildup. If you've got kind of a yucky, mucusy kind of cough, it's helping very much with that kind of thing. So, it is fantastic. Oregano. Oregano oil is, in addition to how you know oregano with regards to cooking, oregano oil is an incredibly powerful oil. It's very thick. It's also a warm oil. You can use it in cleaning. You can use it for a natural antibiotic. I will post a link in the Facebook group to a science fair project that a kid did comparing oregano oil to antibiotics when it comes to treating strep. It was very fascinating. The oregano oil won out hands down. So that is fantastic. It is taken internally to help fight cold and flu. It is very much, you can take oregano oil for constipation. Helps clear your digestive tract. It's just a very powerful oil. There is a wellness blend that includes oregano, On Guard, Melaleuca, and lemon, and that's kind of a get well blend. So lots of uses also for oregano. Deep Blue is the next oil we're going to talk about. It's anything muscle. So think muscles, rubbing it on your muscles before or after exercise. If you sit at a computer all day long like I do and you're hunched over and your neck is tense and your shoulders are tense, Deep Blue is awesome for that. If your kids ever get growing pains or aches and pains from when they sleep, restless leg syndrome, any of that, Deep Blue is fantastic for that. A massage, any kind of massage with Deep Blue is great. It's kind of like a natural form of Bengay or Icy Hot, but without all of the yucky chemicals that are in those. If they fall and have a bruise, you can treat it with Deep Blue. It helps the body maintain normal inflammatory response. If you have a muscle cramp, you can try massaging Deep Blue into it. It provides like a cooling and warming sensation. So anytime your joints are upset, I used it this past week when I traveled, and my knees have a tendency to get really, really tight on airplanes. So I rubbed some on my knees just before we took off, and it provided me with actually a lot more relief than I thought it was going to. So arthritis also can be helpful for kind of those sore joints. There's also a Deep Blue rub that comes in a lotion that I highly recommend as well. All right, doTERRA Breathe. Breathe is a respiratory blend. It has eucalyptus and peppermint and lemon and melaleuca in it. So if you're feeling under the weather, diffusing Breathe is really great. Putting it on your chest, on the bottoms of your feet. Place a couple of drops on your pillow. Put Breathe in a CPAP machine to help with snoring. Put it on your, improve your concentration. If you are in a meeting and you need concentration, diffuse it at work. Coughs, colds, that type of thing, Breathe is great for. We have a roller bottle of peppermint and Breathe that we use for any kind of congestion and cough. I do it on the back and on your throat, on the throat and chest area. And of course with the peppermint in it, it's just fantastic. So highly recommend Breathe. The last two oils we're going to talk about are On Guard and frankincense. Might have saved the best for last. On Guard is my favorite oil at this moment. Could be because of cold and flu season, but it is, you can diffuse it and clean the air. You can take the On Guard beadlets. You can take On Guard in a veggie cap. We use it in a roller bottle to improve immunity and to keep us healthy. I used it a lot when I was traveling to kind of keep me healthy from all of the people that are coughing and sneezing and all of that. Cleaning, I've made a countertop cleaner with On Guard, and it smells fantastic and it does a great job cleaning, and it also kind of sanitizes. It works wonders on doorknobs and railings and countertops and all of that. We roll it on the bottoms of our feet every night, and if someone does become sick, we use it every hour to help their body kind of get back on track. It is when you have like a sore throat, mixing it with On Guard with lemon and honey in tea or straight is a great kind of throat coating, coughing, irritant type thing. doTERRA's On Guard is amazing. So enjoy that. And frankincense. Frankincense, as you may know, is considered the king of all oils. It is like liquid gold. The saying says, when in doubt, pull frankincense out. So frankincense enhances the effectiveness of other oils that it's combined with as well. So it's very much a calming oil. Lots of people use it in skincare. I put a drop of frankincense in my lotion at night. It helps you with aging, with eczema, anything related to skin, muscle relief. Also, it is known for its calming effects. So with like peppermint and frankincense and wild orange to kind of uplift your mood. If you take it internally, it will support healthy cells inside your body. Dilute a drop of frankincense in honey and herbal tea and take it to maintain good health. Tons and tons and tons of uses for frankincense. So again, back to the Hooray for Oils VIP page. I want you guys to check it out and make sure that you're clicking on the different topics so you can learn about all of the various recipes and things like that that are available for you. We want it to be a good resource. Couple things about using essential oils. The very first time that you use them topically, I would prefer that you go ahead and dilute the oil with a carrier oil to just make sure that you don't have any skin sensitivity or anything like that. The rule of thumb for kids is the number of drops that they are in years. So if you have a 12-year-old, go ahead and do 12 drops in the 10 milliliters instead of 20. So make sure that you're diluting them properly for kids. We want to make sure that if you do have a reaction that you go ahead and wipe it off with the cloth and then use some fractionated coconut oil to sort of dilute the oil even more and continue to wipe it off until it's off your skin. It's pretty rare that people have reactions to them, but it certainly can happen. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message me or text me, and also post your questions on the Hooray for Oils VIP page, because somebody else might have your same question, and that will sort of help everybody learn more together. And certainly if you have a question specific to something about your account or whatever, I'm here to help. And the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to do a couple of little demonstrations about how to make a roller ball and also how to fill a veggie cap. You don't need any special tools or anything like that. So we'll do demonstrations, and then certainly if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a shout. I'm so excited for you to try your oils, and I can't wait to hear what you think of them. I would love it if you would share some testimonials about some of the things that you find that work for you, because there isn't any right or wrong way to use them, and certainly what works for me may not work for other people. So I'm always wanting to learn more and understand how people are using the oils to improve their quality of life and replace things in their medicine cabinet, get off medications, all that great stuff. So if you have testimonials, please, please, please share them with our Facebook group, either on the public page or in the VIP group. Either place is fine, and we look forward to hearing more from you and to hearing all the great ways that essential oils are working in your life. Thanks. Bye-bye.